I'm Randy Efron from Skylattice Property Capital and Real Estate Adventure Club. I'm a former CPA, and I spent over a decade in New York City investing capital on behalf of the real estate private equity and Wall Street lending firms that I worked for. Now, I leverage that experience and those relationships to help you raise capital for your real estate deals. In today's episode, I'm going to discuss the first of two key differences between hotels and other types of commercial real estate. Now, just to be clear, hotels differ from other types of properties in many ways. However, in my opinion, at a very high level, there are two key differences that really set hotels apart. The first key difference is the length of the lease term. Most commercial real estate properties generate their income from tenants that sign leases. Multifamily properties typically have one-year lease terms, while retail, industrial, and office properties typically have terms that exceed 1 year. Hotels, on the other hand, have nightly leases, which means that I can pay for one night and do whatever I please after the payment is made. The next day, my lease is over and there is no further obligation between the property owner and myself. Conversely, if I'm a tenant in an office property and I signed a 5-year lease, I can't relinquish my tenancy during that 5-year period unless I pay what usually amounts to a large termination fee. So you may be asking yourself, if you're a property owner, what's better, a daily lease or an annual lease? There are pros and cons for both, and the answer really depends upon where the property owner likes to be on the risk versus reward spectrum. What I will say though is that during periods of economic expansion, it's nice to have the ability to adjust your lease rates daily. If demand is high, a hotel owner can increase their rental rates immediately. An office building owner cannot do the same because they have leases with predetermined rental rates that specify the amount of rent that their tenants must pay over multi-year periods. On the flip side, during periods of economic contraction, it's nice to have tenants that are contractually obligated to pay you rent. This ensures that the building owner receives income to pay their operating expenses. Since hotels have nightly leases, they can lose all of their business overnight and end up in a situation where they do not have enough revenue to cover their expenses. Sadly, that's what's happening to a lot of hotel owners right now because of the virus. In my next episode, I'll be covering the second key difference between hotels and other types of commercial real estate. Please click subscribe, like, or follow if you would like to stay informed about new episodes, or send me an email at randy.efron@skylattice.com if you need help raising capital or would just like to leverage your time better without incurring any overhead. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.